All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Hey yo. Man, I'm back. I'm back. First of all, I want to say shit, man. I'm slightly annoyed. I'm really annoyed. Um, uh, why? Because I was on a really long streak with my Instagram page, which is called Daily Happenings, and I called it Daily Happenings because my goal was to post daily, and I did that for 2.5 years straight, never missed. Like I never missed a day for straight up 2.5 years, and I'm annoyed because for the past three, I would say 2.5 days, 2.5 days, I haven't posted anything, but not because of me, but just because Instagram fucked me over. You know what I mean? I think I posted a post with like there was I think it was an iShow Speed post, but there was a a Euro games playing in the background, and you know them niggas don't play, so they fucked up my shit. I've been trying to I've hit up Instagram and try to sort that shit out. And still there's nothing happening. The page was supposed to be back online, as in like back as in like me having my features like where I can even like. I, Usually like when they do that shit, they'll just cut me off, like maybe liking shit or like reposting shit. But this time they completely shut down my whole thing. I can't post, I can't like, I can't do anything with my page. So my whole 2.5 year streak of like daily happenings is all lost. So I've been so fucking annoyed, so freaking annoyed for the past 2 days, man. Um and Yeah, so it's one of those things where like I said that I was gonna focus on my socials, so that hinders me, that annoys me. I'm super annoyed about that shit. I've been like super annoyed for the past 2 days, with myself and with the whole like this whole shit. But anyway, we move. I'll see, because they said the page is supposed to be back up to like all my features are supposed to be back up to date. So hey, we'll see, man. We'll see, man. I'm annoyed because I'm not gonna lie to you. My goal is to have um 10,000 followers on Instagram by the end of this year. I'm on 3,000 something. And these are, and I would, first of all, I would never buy followers. I don't do that shit. I would never try and like bot shit. Like I'm trying to do this shit organic. You know what I mean? So I know it would take time, but this shit just hinders me. It annoys me because there's so many posts which I wanted to post on this page which I missed. But anyway, you know what I mean. Everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean. So I'm cool with it. If anything, I'll just it just makes me want to grind harder. You know what I mean? Um, all right, yeah. I just wanted to say that because it's been on my weighing on me. If you know what I mean. Uh, Anyway, another thing. This video is gonna be about cause I recorded the Not Like Us video when it came out and all that. And I know I was missing so many references and stuff like that. And I said I was gonna have to do like a reaction of the breakdown. And I found this video of this guy called Rapaholics. Yeah, Rapaholics. He broke it down. So I'm gonna try and watch that and react to that, and I'll be putting my 2 cents as per usual. You know what I mean? You know me, putting my 2 cents per usual. Um, um, and before I start, Lewis Hamilton, my goat, my F1 god. If there are people who watch Formula One, if there are people who are tapped into Formula One, Lewis Hamilton is one of the greatest out there. And he 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 was robbed of a Formula One championship in 2021. That was due to cheating. That was due to corruption. That was due to a whole bunch of stuff. But he's too tall. He took it on the chin. You know what I mean? No, did he? Like, you know what I mean? and then he from 20 since then, since 2021 Abu Dhabi, he didn't win nothing after that. And then this weekend at Silverstone, at his home race, at his British home race, he finally broke the thing, and he won. You know what I mean? So I just want to say I was super happy about that, because yeah, you know what I mean. I was super happy about that, and shout out to Lewis Hamilton. And we can't wait for him to drive for Ferrari next year. I am going to be moving my support to Ferrari. No offense to Mercedes, shout out to Mercedes, but I am going to be moving my support to Ferrari, because I'm more like of a Lewis Hamilton fan like since 2007. You know what I mean? So congratulations, Lewis Hamilton. You drove a fucking amazing race. So without further ado, with all this, yeah, with all that, without further ado, let's just jump into this what you call it? What you might call it? This breakdown of Kendrick Lamar's "Not Like Us" video. And like I said, I've watched the video already. I was disappointed. Like, man, I thought he was gonna really put like some Tupac shit in there, like, but no, he did. I don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe no, he didn't. I watched the video. But anyway, that's besides the point. Like, the mention is amazing. Anyway, so without further ado, let's just jump into the video. All right. Make sure you like and subscribe and all that business.
Guys, Kendrick Lamar just dropped one of the craziest music videos of all time with so many subliminal sneak disses aimed at Drake. And we're about to break them all down, but if you guys didn't know, Not Like Us is the record Kendrick just dropped a music video for. It is the #1 song in the country and absolutely put the nail in Drake's coffin, calling him a PDF file.
Definitely. This is the #1 song, and I said this. I was like, this song is going to be like is gonna shake the whole shit out for Drake. Like, Drake needs to pipe down for the whole summer. He needs to chill for the whole summer. He needs to chill. You know what I mean? The whole summer. I said this here, and people were like, "Oh no, this song is gonna go away like in like 2." Nah. Though I want to say though, you know, out of all the Kendrick Lamar diss songs, this is not my favorite. Like, you know what I mean? My favorite is Euphoria. Euphoria is my shit. I feel like Euphoria is more potent. Euphoria is more it's more of like the like where he really tapped into like breaking down and like foreshadowing like the whole shit he was gonna do. You know what I mean? I feel like Euphoria is the most formidable, or well, personally, I like Euphoria. That's my favorite this song he done out of all these Drake beefs. So yeah,
a colonizer and having the entire world chanting OV Ho. And apparently there's a remix to the record on the way, so stay tuned.
What?
For that as well.
They're about to remix this shit? Oh shit! Let me guess. So who's gonna be on the remix? Who would that want on the remix? Actually, let me know. Yeah, who would that want on the remix? I wouldn't want the Game. No, fuck the Game. That nigga. And people are so shocked. Like, where? Oh, the Game. Oh shit! Like, as soon as that nigga, the Game was like associated with Jimmy Henchman, I was like, fuck this nigga. Like, if you fuck with Pac, why you associating yourself with Jimmy Henchman? Fuck you, my guy. But anyway, I hope that nigga's not in the. Well, he wasn't invited to the party anyway, so I'm pretty sure he won't be on the remix. But who I would want on the remix? I would want some legends. Actually, I would want some legends in there. I would have. This is just gonna be out there. Like, I know. The Scarface is there, but I would want Scarface just to pop out and show niggas. You know what I like? I would just love to see Scarface and Kendrick Lamar in a song. Yeah, that's one. I know that would never happen, but I would want Scarface there. I wouldn't want this new gen like dumb motherfuckers like in a song. In this, if this is actually happening, I wouldn't want Snoop Dogg in the Not Like Us remix. I wouldn't want that. Nah. I would just want people who are genuine and who are a part of the culture in the real way to be in the song. You know what I mean? Not like a popularity. I would want to see fucking Yeet or whoever, but Yeet wouldn't, because Yeet fucks with Drake. I don't think he would betray Drake. But anyway, yeah. Oh shit! By the way, let's I don't, let's talk about the white party. The Mike Rubin, the generational freak off. Did you see Drake there? Drake looked so he looked stressed. He looked tired. He looked like he was super like drained. Why would you even go to that generational freak off? And mind you, like Aiden Ross, man, my nigga, what are you doing over there? Drewski, of course, Drewski will be there. But this whole white party shit, like, I swear in 5, 10 years, like, if we hear that, oh, some chicks are saying, oh, at the white party, I was touched up, and like, you know what I mean? Like, everyone be like, do you know the 69 God was there? the clues were there. The 69 God weren't there. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's besides the point. Let's just watch the video. I'm yapping at this point. Let's watch the video.
He just dropped the music video for the record, and this was one of the most hyped up music videos of all time, immediately breaking the YouTube record for the most views for a video in a single hour with 1.3 million views in less than 60 minutes.
Oh, wow. Wayo.
Already has DJ Akademiks questioning.
Did this nigga just mention it? Did this nigga just... Hey, I must say, I mean, after all everything is said and done, it seems like Akademiks is now he's being objective. Like I gotta give him that. I feel like he's being objective now. Like, no, am I wrong? I feel like he understands. He understands. Of course, like he did like, but then. That's his goat. That's the guy he listens to. That's his guy. But now I feel like now he's really being objective. You know what I mean? And fuck. This, don't mind this. Do not mind this. It's not a nail paint. Don't hit my finger and then it's black. You know what I mean?
If Kendrick is paying for views. And there are so many little nuances riddled within this video that completely shut down any allegation Drake made towards Kendrick, while also cleverly sneak dissing Drake throughout the entire video, and ultimately showing Drake he is not like us. He is not in the same league as Kendrick. Now, the video was directed by Dave Free, which is Kendrick's business.
Dave Free! Fuck the adverts.
Business partner from day one.
Dave Free.
And Dave Free also makes an appearance within the music video. Now, why this is so substantial is because in Drake's diss tracks against Kendrick, he was claiming that Kendrick's fiance Whitney was having an affair with Dave Free, and that they actually have a child together. That the son of Kendrick is actually Dave Free's son.
I think that's where Drake messed up. Drake is the one who started taking shots at like Kendrick Lamar. Like he's the one who started the low blows. Not knowing that this nigga Machiavelli's offspring like was loaded up. You know what I mean?
And Kendrick said the whole time, don't tell any lies about me and I won't tell truths about you. And this video quickly disproves this lie that Drake made, as Dave Free is appearing numerous times throughout the video and even directed the thing, showing that there's no issues between him and Kendrick like Drake had alleged. There's some other crazy rumors that Drake made that are also quickly put to rest within this video, but we'll get to that later on. See, the video starts off with a snippet of a brand new song by Kendrick, basically teasing that he has new music very soon on the way. In the snippet, he raps, "Reincarnated, I'm a stargazer, life goes on, I need all my babies, woke up looking for the broccoli, high key, keep a horn on me, that Kamazi, IP, the ownership, the blueprint is by me, Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet." Now, it's going to take some time to dissect these lyrics, but off the bat, when he says, IP, the ownership, the blueprint is by me, that's in direct reference to Drake's claims that Kendrick does not own the profits of his music, as he claimed on his diss track Push-Ups that Top Dog, the owner of the record label that Kendrick is signed to, basically takes 50% of the profits of Kendrick's music. Kendrick is saying that now he's a free agent with his own record label, PG Lang, and so the ownership is completely by him, as well as the IP, the intellectual property. He also says, I get off at my feet, which is...
Okay, all right. See, so Kendrick is literally addressing. It's like he addressed Drake in raps. He addressed Drake in like the entendres, the double or the triple entendres, and then he's addressing Drake in videos. Listen, I'm telling you, this nigga is like he was on shit. Like he's clued on. He's clued on, and not to glaze. I'm not even glazing. I don't want to glaze or like I don't want to act like, oh shit, I was a huge Kendrick Lamar fan. I was no, I wasn't. I really wasn't. And I think I've said this for so many videos on here that the only time when I started fucking with Kendrick was when when Drake used the AI Tupac shit. The disrespect just made so when when Drake disrespected Pac, it made me want to lean towards the other side because I already knew that Kendrick fucked with Pac, right? And when Drake did that, then it made me want to support Kendrick more. And this is where we are. And this and it's not because I'm not even biased when it comes to this shit. Like, but I'm just tapped in with Kendrick. Like, if that makes sense, I'm tapped in. I'm invested. And I'm acknowledging the moves he's made, and I'm acknowledging the strategies he's learned over the year. Like, you can tell that he's a connoisseur of like hip hop. He's a connoisseur of like books. He's a connoisseur of like culture. He's a connoisseur of like everything around everything. You know what I mean? Like, he's a connoisseur of everything. Though not showing his card, if that makes sense. When I say though not showing his card, is like him not showing you that he's clued on with what you thought he wasn't clued on with. For example, people didn't think Kendrick would be so clued on with like the internet and all this shit because they see him out in like Ghana or whatever, just because he's calm and he's not like Drake posting all these dark lip selfies and all this shit. But my nigga is clued on, but he just doesn't publicize it. But that's what I mean, though. These are all the things which I'm starting to learn about Kendrick, or I've now come to know now. And now I'm getting these people in my ears telling me about certain shit. I'll be like, whoa, this nigga is like that. You know what I mean? So, shout out.
There's another reference to Drake's diss where he says, "How are you big stepping with a size 7 men's arm?" Basically making fun of Kendrick for having small feet. Kendrick flips that here by basically saying, "I get off and mop feet," which basically means he's sweeping Drake up off his feet. He's destroying him. He made the same reference in Euphoria where he said, Pusha T is Terrence Thornton and Kendrick is Terrence Crawford, and he's whooping feet. Now, it's also important to know that even the release date of this music video was super calculated, as Kendrick released it on July 4th, which is America's Independence Day. He also did his pop-out legendary West Coast concert on Juneteenth. Juneteenth is the day that commemorates the day when the final 250,000 slaves left in America were officially declared their freedom. Now, these dates are crazy considering all of Kendrick's diss songs have been aimed at saying that Drake, a Canadian, is a colonizer of African-American culture and has no true identity of his own. Now, the video starts off with Kendrick in a room surrounded by a bunch of dancers from Los Angeles, with each one of...
Hey, I must say, my queen right here, my queen right here, my queen right here, this queen right here, this queen right here, ninja, this queen right here, my ninja, this queen right here, she hit that creep poke hard. She hit that creep hop hard. Like, she hit it smooth and hard. Like, she hit it like clean. Like, it was clean. It was nice. My queen right here hit this creep hop nice. I ain't gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
Of them wearing red and blue flags tied together and shirts that had the colors red, blue, and white on them. Again, referencing the colors of the American national flag, and the blue and red rags signifying the unity that Kendrick is bringing to gang members within his city. The scene that follows that depicts Kendrick in a black room with dim white lights.
But another thing. I like the way Kendrick was so nonchalant about the whole video. Whereas I'm talking about his whole approach of how he wasn't very like aggressive. He was just really nonchalant. Like, you know what I mean? It's like he's very calm with it. Like, he was very level-headed. It was nothing too aggressive. It's just very, but he's in tune with the beat, if that makes sense. Nonchalant, in tune with the beat. I like that.
which is an exact recreation of the second part of Drake's Family Matters music video, where he's driving to go have the van from the Good Kid, Mad City album cover smashed. In that scene, there's also a man wearing a black shiesty mask.
Fuck. Black shady mask. Fuck them niggas.
Mask, which is the same look that Drake rocks in the Dark Lane demo tapes album cover.
See, with me, with this one, in the first part when I first reacted to this video, I thought it was like the whole symbolic part of it. I thought it was like Drake like being like a sneak dissing nigga, like because Drake always sneak disses, right? So I thought this was like in reference to Drake being a sneak dissing, but maybe it might be layered. Maybe I might be correct as well. Maybe this guy, like, or whatever he's about to say, maybe it's correct as well, and maybe what my interpretation is correct as well. But that's what I like though, it's different layers. Because I thought that this was like if a nigga is trying to sneak this, but Kendrick's just like waiting and calm until he's ready to bleed the nigga bad.
In the video, that man tries to jump at Kendrick and he quickly gets blasted away. Now, there's multiple cameos in this music video that play strong significance. One of the most significant is the appearance by DeMar DeRozan, who's an NBA basketball.
Oh yeah, this is the American like for me, I love basketball and all this, but I'm not tapped into basketball. So literally when I saw this nigga right here, I had no clue. It was, and when I was watching the other reaction videos and niggas were freaking out, I had no clue. I was like, what the fuck? I'm trying to think like, why are niggas like like what? But then of course, I had to do some researching on it and stuff like that. Now I know the reason why people were freaking out and what the reason of what's his name, DeRozan.
Basketball player who was once on the Toronto Raptors and got traded for Kawhi Leonard. He's an LA native, and Kendrick actually rapped on the Not Like Us record saying, "I'm glad D-Rose came home. You guys didn't deserve him either." Again, every scene in this video is super, super calculated. This is followed up by Kendrick in a scene that looks to be a prison where he's just doing push-ups. This is in reference to Drake's diss record Push-Ups, where he raps, "Top told you drop and give me 50 like some push-ups." Now, this diss was in reference to the viral video of Kendrick in a backyard doing push-ups to some old school R&B music. And Drake is saying Top Dog, the owner of the record label that Kendrick is signed to, is telling Kendrick to drop and give him 50 like push-ups, meaning that Top Dog is telling Kendrick to give him 50% of the profits of his music, similar to how someone would tell you to drop and give them 50 like you're doing push-ups. So Kendrick is just absolutely trolling Drake to the highest degree throughout this entire video.
He's literally using Drake's tactics.
He proceeds to beat up an owl pinata, and on the screen there's a disclaimer saying no OV hoes were harmed in the making of this. Now this scene has several different meanings. Obviously the pinata being an owl is in reference to the fact that Drake's OVO logo is an owl. It's also the fact that pinatas are famously known for being an activity at a kid's birthday party, and Kendrick...
Shit. See, even that in itself, that's layered. Using a fucking pinata, because pinatas are used this guy just said, it's a thing which is used at a kid's birthday party when there's like sweets inside, you know what I mean? So it's like a youngin thing, you know what I mean? It's like a teenage thing, you know what I mean? It's like, it kind of correlates with like the whole PDF file, you know what I mean? Like it's genius. It is genius.
Throughout all of these disses is accusing Drake of being into younger women. And an owl is also a predator animal, meaning that it gets its food from other animals. And Kendrick, again, is calling Drake a predator throughout this entire record. So when Drake was asking Kendrick for quadruple entendres and lines that have like four different meanings, I don't think he was expecting Kendrick to not only come with diss records that had bars that had multiple meanings, but also music videos that had layers and layers of meanings to each scene. It's insane. Then when the famous A minor line plays throughout the video, Kendrick is depicted doing hopscotch, which is...
Yeah, okay. So on this part, when I first watched this Not Like Us video, I thought he was doing like a cha-cha slide. But then come to find out, he's doing like a whole different, like, what people are saying is like a whole, like, hopscotch thing. I think, shit, my niggas, I'm from Zimbabwe. Like, we didn't call this hopscotch. We call this like pada. You know what I mean? We call this we have a whole different rules to this game. So I know that there was like some A minor shit going on with this shit. So I was completely out of it. Like I didn't even know. But I'm glad ninjas were there.
Another kid's activity. Again, Kendrick is accusing Drake throughout this entire record of being into...
See, yeah, we call this pada, not hopscotch, pada. And you throw a stone, and then it's a whole different game. But it is kind of the same. The way you draw it is the same, but the rules are different.
Little kids, and is shown in the video doing little kid activities. What's also substantial here is on the hopscotch, there were the letters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And on this record, Kendrick rapped, how many stocks do I really have in stock? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Meaning that Kendrick dropped 5 diss records against Drake, but he also had another 5 in the tuck waiting to release. So as that famous A minor line plays, Kendrick is doing hopscotch all the way up to the number 10. Again, trolling Drake for the fact that he has 10 diss records to drop on Drake if Drake decides to re-engage.
This nigga used their fucking creep walk. Like he used the hopscotch creep walk. You know what I mean? I ain't never seen a hopscotch and creep walking like shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Within this beef. Other notable appearances include a scene with his entire record label, everyone from Absol, J-Rock, Punch, and Top Dog from TDE, showing you that these are all his day ones, and completely discrediting any claims that Drake made that his record label was exploiting him, or that he had splits with...
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Next.
Any of the guys that he was associated with business-wise. Another scene shows Kendrick Lamar and Dave Free dancing in front of a bunch of shipping containers, and this could be a...
Oh, yeah. So this part, apparently this was like the whole trafficking thing. Or some people were saying like it's all about the whole traffic.
Alluding to the containers that are used to traffic humans, which is again in reference to the disses that Kendrick aimed at Drake, where even Drake said he knew that Kendrick would take the Jeffrey Epstein angle against him. Where, if you guys didn't know, Jeffrey Epstein is notorious for being one of the most disgusting human traffickers of all time. There's another scene in front of the Compton courthouse where Kendrick is singing with thousands of people behind him, showing that he most definitely gets more love.
And I don't think people realize that. I think Kendrick was in that crowd as well.
Courthouse where Kendrick is singing with thousands of people behind.
I don't think people realize that Kendrick was in the crowd, because I think I kind of noticed that. I think Kendrick is in that crowd as well. I don't really think people noticed it.
Behind him, showing that he most definitely gets more love in his own city than Drake gets.
Right and yeah, you see, he's right there. He's right there. Oh shit, why am I pointing? He's right there. Kendrick is right there with the people in the crowd. You know what I mean? Showing that he's of the culture. You know what I mean? Showing that he's part of us, or part of the people. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's another symbolic gesture right there.
One of the final, most scathing scenes within this video is when Kendrick is standing next to his...
Is that motherfucking Brandon T. Jackson? That is Brandon T. Jackson. Shit. Shut up.
His fiance and 2 children, which...
This was one of the most amazing parts of the video.
When Kendrick is standing next to his fiance and...
Not gonna lie, this was one of the most epic part of the videos, because this was Drake's angle. Oh, you and your family, or you and your girl, or you and your lady, you're not together. You know what I mean? You're not together, you've been in a... Like, and the way they started it out, it's like, all right, let's just show this nigga. And
2 children.
Come to find
shuts down any rumors that Drake made that Kendrick was having any sort of marital issues with his fiance. Drake claimed...
Whitney, come to find out, Whitney just came and hit the most diabolical, like the most like amazing, like dancing, like you know what I mean, the most creep, like she hit that shit so clean, like that shit was just amazing. It was amazing. She hit that shit so great on Drake's grave.
Claimed that Kendrick abused her. Drake claimed that they were no longer together, and he even claimed that the worst, that Kendrick's son was actually the son of his manager's Dave Free, that Kendrick's fiance Whitney was having an affair with Kendrick's manager. You can tell by seeing Kendrick and his son face to face that they are most definitely related, that that child is definitely Kendrick's. I mean, just look at the ears. You could tell.
Of course. Come on, people. Come on, people. I mean, like, who was dumb enough to believe that these were Dave Freeze kids? I mean, come on. Common sense. Hey, Papa God. Hey.
And Whitney is dancing as Kendrick is rapping "Ovi Ho" and he a fan, showing that she's in on this, that there's no issues between them, and that everything Drake said was fact.
This is just amazing. This is an amazing thing. I ain't gonna lie. No gonna lie. This is an amazing scene. No gonna lie.
Fabricated, was a lie, and that all of the disses he threw at Kendrick really had no substance to them. The most scathing scene of this entire video for Drake must be when Whitney is crip walking to the outro of the record. The last scene of the video is Kendrick staring at a cage with an animal inside of it. And at first glance, you can't tell if that animal is a rat or what it is. But eventually, as Kendrick steps away, you realize...
Powerful. And with this one, there's so many... there could be so many interpretations. There's so many interpretations for this one. And my one was like, I feel like he's saying that he's neutered. Like, what do you do when you cut your balls, like the balls off your dog? You neutered the dog, right? I feel like Kendrick is literally just telling Drake that he's neutered his balls. He just needs to sing now because the birds chirp, birds sing. He's not welcome in hip hop anymore. He's not welcome to be trying to act tough. Like, who's gonna believe Drake now when he's like, whatever he's just talking about shooting, or if he's talking about even, you know what I mean? Who's gonna believe that shit? Just go back to singing. Do that. That's why Kendrick is like, yo, listen, I'm not. He doesn't want to destroy Drake's career. He just wants Drake to be Drake and be a singing nigga. You know what I mean? We'll cage you and we'll put you in that singing category that you're supposed to be doing. Don't be acting, this gangster shit, or this like Atlanta shit, like you're part of the crowd, like, you know what I mean? You're not like us. Just do your singing shit. You know what I mean? That's why I took off this.
That it's an owl, which again is in reference to Drake, and the fact that an owl is a predator animal. Now, Drake fans or
the predator part of it as well.
Academics could say whatever they want.
So like I said, it's always double entendres, and this nigga is mentioning DJ Academics. But again, you can't blame people. You can't blame anyone for mentioning, like, let's say Academics, like for this whole thing, like, and I feel like it's not even mentioning as in a bad way, because I mentioned Academics as well. Like, it's not in a bad way. Like, that's my dog, that's my guy. If you know, you know, that's my dude. But I'm just saying, I feel like the angle he took in the first place, I didn't even want to talk about this, by the way, but I feel like the angle he took in the first place put him in this position where people like are framing this situation like this. Like, they're saying, anything related to Drake. And now, even now, if DJ Academics is so objective about this situation, people have already made up their mind. And Kendrick kind of cemented the whole thing with the compromise line as well. So, yeah, it is what it is. But shout out to DJ Academics. That is the biggest hip hop media. Like he's the biggest influencer in hip hop media. You know what I mean? The biggest. And I even glazing. I'm just really saying it like how it is. Fuck with that dude. 100%. You know what I mean? Fuck with the biggest.
They could say that Kendrick is riding off the hype of this song and that Kendrick fans only eat when he's dissing Drake and that he doesn't release any other music. But he's showing you otherwise. He's premiering new music.
What the fuck? What?
Music within this video and showing you that this is an entire troll against Drake. And by hopscotching to the numbers 1 to 10, he's showing you that he has many more diss tracks in stock in case Drake ever decides to step back into this beef. I also forgot.
Hey, listen, if Drake ever decides to step back in this beef, the only advice I'll give Drake, right, if he wants to step back in this beef, which I don't. This is just like a whole hypothetical thing because I do not believe that Drake would ever would. I don't even think he wants to even be around this beef anymore. I don't think he would even have. I don't even think he would even sneak this. I think Drake won't even sneak this. Like as in, I think he might do a little trolling on here and there, but online, as in like on the Instagrams and all. But I don't think he would say sneak this in a fucking record because if he knows, there's no way this nigga will be this dumb. I don't think he wants to be even associated to this beef. I think he realized that, yeah, he got handed his ass. You know what I mean? No, did he? You know what I mean? I don't think he wants to be anywhere near this beef at this moment.
Forgot to mention that DJ Mustard, the producer of the record, is seen in the video wearing a Toronto Blue Jays hat, which he claims was not an intentional diss at Drake because he got a bunch of different hats customized and he just happened to wear the Blue Jays hat on that day. But obviously, even if it wasn't intentional, Drake is from Toronto and the producer of this massive record wearing a Toronto Blue Jays hat lying. In the video that's directly trolling.
Mustard is lying. Motherfucker, what the fuck? You think we're dumb? Of course you're trolling, my nigga.
You for 5 minutes straight just stings incredibly hard, whether it was intentional or not. So all in all, this was just an incredible performance by Kendrick. He put tons of rumors to rest, whether it was the fact that he was split up from his former peers and record label, whether it was the fact that his manager was having an affair with his wife, whether it was the fact that he was even with his wife still or not. He was uniting his city on America's Independence Day, showing that he has deep ties to his culture and his city and is doing his best to unify his people and bring peace and pride to them. He's also playing Drake's game as best as he could by trolling Drake with multiple subliminal disses throughout this entire video, creating memes that'll last forever and doing exactly what Drake should have done when he dropped back-to-back against Meek Mill. Like, imagine a back-to-back music video with Nicki Minaj.
Like I always say, like on the last point he just made about unifying the whole gang culture and or the whole culture and or the whole West Coast. This was Tupac's thing. I've said this in videos before. And mind you, I really am not glazing. Like it might sound like I'm glazing. I'm not glazing. This was Tupac's thing. There's so many videos where Pac was trying to unify the Crips and the Bloods and everyone, and he said like we'd work stronger together. Like if we are all unified. This was Tupac's mission, and I feel like because Kendrick was so much influenced by Tupac, I think he felt they need to do that as well, and which like I feel like he kind of accomplished at the moment. Like LA is back, he's unified all the gangs. You know what I mean? And of course there's gonna be disagreements and all this shit, but if it's worked out correctly, it's more potent for the black people, for the black culture, for all the gangs, you know what I mean, like to help out the youth. Because this is not about even the gangs, like the older gang members. This is about the youth, the ones coming up after them. This is what it's all about for me anyway. And I hope that this is the whole thing. It's about the youth. It's not about us. It's about the people coming up, the youngins coming up. If they are unified, if them black people, them black Crips, if they're unified, there's so much to build on. And I feel like in America that they are still at how can I explain this? There's a lack of unity which certain individuals try and spread, and like a diverse where people trying to create like divisions like through the black community instead of like, let's say like what example can I give? Let's just use like maybe the Chinese, like the Chinese are unified. You know what I mean? They're all helping each other out. Like let me use that. They're unified. There's a Chinatown. They're all unified. They're helping each other out. All their business is like everywhere. There's booming. Like you have like a Chinatown. You know what I mean? Whereas in the black community, it's like division. It's like fighting, inward fighting. But can you imagine if everyone is unified like this? which is starting up right now. This is what I'm trying to say, and this is what Pac was trying to say, and I feel like because Machiavelli's offspring was listening, and he's trying to do that, and this is why I'm supporting Kendrick Lamar more. I hope that made sense. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Lookalike, where Drake was just trolling Meek for an entire 3 minutes straight. Kendrick is playing the game right, putting all the rumors to rest, and making this song even more important than it was. Not only being a victory lap for Kendrick throughout this entire beef, but also being a staple and a sense of pride for his entire community by unifying the West Coast, bringing this video back to his hometown and celebrating the essence of what the West Coast is known and loved for. So what do you think Drake's next move should be? Should he just ignore this, let the hype of this song and this video die down, and release something once?
Okay, all right. I'm trolling slightly, but there's truth in this trolling, which I'm about to say. I always say this: Drake, you've got money. You had the money to buy a fucking Tupac ring. If you want to be a part of our culture again, there's one thing you need to do. And this is just my these are just my thoughts. You have money. Sugar's in jail in LA. He's got some Tupac and he's got some vocals of like Pac, which are unreleased. Drake, go and buy those vocals. Or buy even like a verse. Create that verse. Like, and I'm talking about like an OG verse, like an OG Tupac verse. We want like some unreleased Tupac shit. And if you feel like you're the god of like making hits, go get a verse, create something with that, and give the culture some Pac. I don't know, man. That's the example I can give you. Slightly trolling, but I mean, it's reasonable. I feel like niggas will respect you. Instead of you using like a fucking AI generated shit, buy some real shit and use that shit. I might be wrong, but I feel like
everyone has kind of stopped talking about this and the dust is settled, or should he re-engage in this beef and drop his own hit record that's also a diss record and play the same game that Kendrick is playing? I mean, again, Kendrick did say that he has 5 more records tucked in the stash, so I would love to see this beef reignite and see Kendrick actually dissing Drake again. It's very possible with the small references he made on the sample at the beginning of this video that he might be dissing Drake again on new music that he's about to release. And what do you think's next for Kendrick? Is he going to wait a while, let the hype of this ride out, and then drop an album? Or will he drop an album sooner than we think, as he's already teasing new music? All I know is that if he plays his cards right, this could be the biggest release he's had in his entire career, easily selling 1 million copies in the first week if he ships this album out with vinyls and if the singles are as strong as a record like Not Like Us. And I must have missed a couple things. I mean, it's only been out for like 3 hours, this entire music video, but let me know what I missed. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what's next for Kendrick and Drake and what you want to hear me cover next. If you stuck around to the end, drop a like, drop a comment.
All right, okay. All right. You know what? Shout out to the breakdown. Shout out, first of all, Rapaholics. Shout out to you, man. Hey. The fact that you did it like in under 3 hours when the video came out and like you had like all this information, all this like and I'm seeing that everyone is reacting to this video. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. All right. And then just as a signing out thing, man. Like I said, I feel like I said, like Drake, what I said about buying the Tupac vocals. I've been saying that shit. Like I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Like people think I'm not joking. I might be trolling, but I'm not joking. If you have the money to buy a fucking ring, you have the money to buy some bars. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that works out that way. But anyway, all right. We're at the end of this video. I'm glad I reacted to it, and I'm glad that now I kind of understand certain things which I had kind of missed in the original video. Which like I thought I had, you know what I mean, like which I thought I had known, but now I know more about the video. So shout out to you, man. Again, Rapaholics, go subscribe and go and like, you know what I mean. All right. Okay, so without further ado, make sure you like and subscribe on my page as well. I'm so annoyed, like I said in the opening of the video, that my Instagram page, which is Daily Happenings with a double Z, Daily Happenings with a double Z. I've been posting consistently for the past 2.5 years, which I had said that like even if I was doing anything, I would make sure I would post like even one post or something and post something on Daily Happenings for the past 2.5 years. And then for the past 3 days, I got clipped for like a UEFA or a Euro game which I posted, and then even now, still I'm still in talks with the Instagram people to let my account go so I can post my shit. But yeah, man, for so I missed 3 4 days for the past like since the past 2.5 years, and my goal is to get 10,000 followers on Instagram by the end of this year. I know it's a hard thing to do without botting, without buying channels, which I'm not. I don't want to do. I don't want to buy a channel. I don't want to bot. I don't want to do anything. I just really want to do it organic, which I know it's so hard. It's so hard to grow channels these days. Believe me, I know. But I really do feel like I can do that shit. But so anyway, so make sure you go and like and subscribe on Daily Happenings on Instagram with a double Z. Again, I stress with a double Z. And then Daily Happenings After Hours on X, formerly known as Twitter, and then German 007 on Reddit, which I don't use that much anymore. I feel like Reddit is getting played out. Reddit is getting played out. Like niggas don't really fuck with Reddit that much. Oh, I don't fuck with Reddit, and when I don't fuck with shit, I feel like shit is like slowing down. Anyway, yeah. All right. So make sure you like and subscribe. And without further ado, I'm out. Peace and love. Boom.